Hey y'all, we are back with some more Tell Me Why. We just got to our childhood home here. I'm not gonna lie, kind of want to do some exploration, but the fact that there's no run button is not super ideal for that. And presumably it's just like literally no one's
Did you
been here.
smoke something before you left fireweed? The door's right there.
Ooh, she's not in a good mood. Hopefully everyone who's watching is in a good mood.
Locked.
We are farmers.
Well, it's a good thing I remembered this.
You sure that's the right key?
Uh-oh.
Yes. Maybe someone changed the lock.
Who would change the lock on us?
I don't know. We're screwed.
You got a
Bust the
plan
window.
B?
Yeah. We find another way in.
Bust the window.
I never knew a locked door that could keep the crafty goblins out.
Yeah, we had a million ways in and out of this old house. At least one of them's gotta work.
The crafty goblins. I haven't thought about them in forever.
Very
Or should I
cute.
say, us?
We almost spent more time as goblins than we did as kids.
Oh, do you remember all the other characters? The Moon Hag, the Ice King, the Old Bear?
Most of them, I think.
Moon
but the
hag sounds
details
good.
are fuzzy. Hey, do you know what happened to the book with all the stories?
No, no idea. But I'm sure it'll turn up when we clean this place out.
Remember how mad she'd get if we didn't use the compost?
And she always knew when we were lying.
Waste not, or kiss the planet goodbye.
I mean, now that we got a light jog going, might as well do some exploration. Oh, okay,
No,
never
you're
mind. You're totally right. I do not want to go out there. Oh, whoopsies. Oh, cute bench. Rock bench. Oh, never mind, it's a tree. Okay, okay. Let's go. We got a way in here. Doesn't look like it. Maybe
What'd you find?
see a crawl
hidden
space.
treasure?
Seriously? How do we think to stash it there?
Goblin secrets are always well kept.
Cute. Okay. More.
You
I
need
mean,
a
these
hand with
areas
that?
are pretty dangerous.
No, it
I
should
live
be
in
fine.
Texas though, so like,
Okay.
you know,
Just get this board.
this is
out
just
the way,
rattlesnake heaven.
Probably squeeze through.
So we need something to pry it off.
It's screwed in pretty good. We need a screwdriver.
Okay, okay. Time to find a screwdriver. Probably the back door is just not gonna work.
Open sesame.
Let me guess. It's locked.
Yup. Know any other secret passwords?
Honeydew? Nope.
Oh, we can get a little peek inside, maybe. I don't think this would move even if it wasn't locked. You're not being real helpful, lady. Oh, yeah, I mean, it looks like a place. For certain.
At least we don't have any use for this right now.
Luckily. Remember the snowstorm in 2004? Marianne had us digging for hours.
I remember she made it a game at least.
That's right. We made tunnels to escape the ice troll.
Very cute.
Gotta hand it to her. She could make us do anything if she turned it into a goblin tail. Doesn't seem like the greenest source of energy.
Not like she had the money for solar panels.
Probably go check the shed.
At least the shed's still standing.
Yep. I don't want to think about what might be living inside it, though.
Well, better alive than dead.
Ugh.
Hey, it's locked all right.
Okay, okay.
Okay. Should be something in here that'll work.
Yeah, yeah, screwdriver.
Hey, I see a screwdriver.
Now all we need to do is get inside.
Wait, I'm feeling something strange.
Right? Focus your bond. Oh, remember.
And don't leave this room until everything looks as clean as a whistle. Ugh. This is the millionth time I've gotten in trouble because of you. You and your big mouth.
You were thinking the same thing. You just weren't brave enough to tell her.
What good would it do? It's not like she ever listens to us anyway.
Well, I'd rather scream it right in her stupid face than be a quiet little mouse.
Oh, we forgot the key. We need to put it back.
Maybe we could hide it somewhere. You know, for fun.
Goblins are supposed to help the princess, not play mean tricks.
Whatever, you're not fun.
I'm only trying not to make her even worse.
Whoa. Did that just happen?
I don't know, but I saw it too.
It felt like it did when we used to share thoughts with our voice.
It did, but that was a memory of us 10 years ago, right? I vaguely remember it happening.
Twin magic.
I think so. And, that's new, right?
Yeah. We could share thoughts and feelings, but we never replayed memories like that.
Why would it happen?
Twin magic.
And why that memory?
I don't know. It's pretty eerie.
It's weird, but our voice was always a good thing. This could be too.
Let's hide the key. The key.
I'm feeling something again.
Uh-oh.
Near the barn.
Yeah, me too.
Right trigger to focus your bond. Remember.
Hurry! Let's go see the silent frog.
I'm coming.
What? Stop sulking. I told you already, I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
Okay, guess you don't want to see what I put in the treasure room then.
What? No, I want to see.
I guess we know where to search now.
We just have to remember which one is the silent frog.
The silent frog.
Damn, where's the key?
Seriously?
Kidding.
Oh, come on.
Okay, sorry.
Oh man. Damn.
Nice job keeping a secret, buddy.
That's good. So we got some twin magic going on. It's a little bit of twin-based telekinesis. A cute little workshop. What is this?
Huh. Who left this box here? It looks brand new.
It wasn't me. Has someone been out here recently?
Guess it's your lucky day, bird friends. Got it.
All this for a screwdriver?
You got a better idea how to get in?
Let's go. Time to get into the house. Ooh. Okay. Let's fucking go.
You sure you want to go in there?
That's
This
the kind
was
of
our very
thing
first den, remember?
Who
That-
knows what lives down there now?
would get my friends to call me something like Kansas. Whenever I do something like earthy or manly, they're like, okay, Kansas.
Everything okay down there? Tyler? Oh, that's not funny!
Then why am I laughing?
Okay, fine. But you're still an idiot.
Alright. I'm going in for real this time.
Okay. I'll see you at the front door in a few minutes.
Okay, let's go. This is a really clean... I guess it's Alaska. There's probably not a lot of, like... Oh,
Are
come
you
on.
okay? What happened?
Oh, hey.
Hit my head like an idiot.
Twin telekinesis.
Wait. What? Where are you?
Ty, I'm outside. But I can hear you in my head. Our voice. It's back.
Holy shit. Dragons, straight ahead.
Need to go left, I think.
Goblins.
Then left again after the goblins.
Oh?
Wow. Can't say I ever expected to see you again. It's been a long time, buddy.
Interesting. Okay.
Nope. It was on the right.
My bad.
Just because you got twin telekinesis doesn't mean you're right all the time. Hey, treasure.
You were right, sis.
Of course. A goblin never forgets where she stashed her treasure.
Not Pink. It always had to be Pink. Marianne grilled us about all these missing dishes, but a goblin never gives up their treasure.
Very cute.
Pink. It always had to be. I found her old kite. I think its wings have been clipped, though.
Rest in peace, brave bird.
Big cute. Yeah, I mean, like, I guess that...
Past the treasure.
Straight ahead.
You know, I almost convinced myself our voice was just another childhood fantasy.
Me too. But we really are connected.
The Mad Hunter. Why am I still afraid to say his name?
He was Mary Ann's creation. She made all the creepy characters.
Okay. Yeah, I guess in a place like Alaska, you don't really have as much problem with, like, bugs and, other such wildlife hiding in your, whatchamacallit. Come on, get in there. Get after it, dude. You looking, like, kind of need to crawl through there, I think? Potentially. Ah, never mind. Let me up. Let me in! Dude. It's wild to think about 10 years passing without someone living in a house, like... It's mildly dirty, but... super untouched at the same time.
Tyler, are you in there? Tyler!
Coming.
Yeah, come on. Don't be a jerk. Let her in
You
to
okay?
also experience.
I'll live. Good to hear your voice again.
Yeah, same here.
So, coming in or what?
Just working up to it.
Well, we're here.
Here we are.
So, how do we get started?
We figure out what to keep, what to trash, and
Set it all on fire.
see what else this house might be trying to show us.
Bark, 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 by the way. Bark, bark. Okay, okay. Well, apparently there's just been a dog living here for 10 years.
Doesn't seem real.
It does indeed not seem real. Okay.
No lights, no power.
Alright, let's see. Broken shelf, broken jar, and the washing machine. Broken. The dryer never worked to begin with.
Mary Ann thought dryers were straight up evil. Energy hogs.
I hated
Oh.
hanging drippy laundry. I refused to change for a few weeks once, so I wouldn't have to do it.
I see a memory.
Mom? About me joining the hockey team? Mom,
Sorry, what? Not now. Maybe next year.
but you promised.
Keep whining, and my next year will become never.
Can you cut my hair?
Your hair is fine.
But I want to cut it short, really short.
What? Look, I'm tired, and I'm busy. Let's talk about this later.
You always say that.
Yeah?
Marianne said no to everything. Made me so pissed.
She was always.
So Marianne is their mom.
Yeah, and completely deaf to everything I was telling her I needed.
She pretty much always said no to me too.
True, but it felt personal with me.
I didn't realize how much I missed the smell of firewood.
I miss the cold winter nights curled up here with big mugs of hot cocoa.
Yeah.
It's a really cute
Marianne was
house.
so tired she was usually asleep on the couch.
Ah, that's why it was so nice. No Marianne.
That was the one time we were ever quiet. We knew she needed to sleep.
We all needed her to sleep.
Dang straight.
She was trying to save the planet way before Al Gore made it cool.
Has Al Gore ever made anything cool?
Nah.
I guess she was right about one thing. But you can't really blame anyone for not listening to crazy Marianne Ronan.
Some pictures. All very
She
cute.
took so many pictures.
Yeah.
My family was never a
She
picture
had to
taker family.
document every second of our lives.
You can keep some of them, if you want.
No thanks. I mean, I like the photos of us, but I don't think I can forget that she was the one aiming the camera.
She's
Wow.
in some of these.
I'm so embarrassed for us. Many Da Vinci's we were not.
She saved every drawing we ever did.
There's a couple of these I might keep.
That is actually very sweet. Yeah. Yep. That was.
I don't remember these.
It's probably one of Marianne's unfinished masterpieces.
There's two of them. Maybe they were us. In some weird way that only made sense to Marianne.
Huh. Very interesting. It's like
paints
super
every panel.
high stress on Marianne's part.
Textbooks. Tessa gave them to us, right?
Yeah, she thought we were gifted.
Homeschooling?
We were. Just not like she thought. You think she knew we were sharing answers?
We shared for fun. We both knew them all anyway.
Hey, Mom. Oh boy, here we go. We are sorry the vase got broke. We didn't know you love it so much. We need to be careful and not act up in the window room. Next time we will try and use good judgment. Please forgive us for doing bad things. I'm sorry too. We should be more careful. I'm very sad we made you cry so much. We should play outside instead. I will tell Ollie not to be wild all the time. We weren't going to do it. We aren't going to do it anymore. We are sorry. Very cute. Ollie is the name that Tyler used to
What
go
are you
by.
reading?
A letter we wrote her. To apologize for breaking that stupid vase, remember?
Bore your kids into good behavior. Great parenting strategy.
Guess we never had time to complete the collection.
Nut Mint Flex.
Prize machines at the Vecchi store, right?
Yeah, You'd slide the quarters inside on the little tray, and then magic, out pops a sticker.
Cute. A lot of like home repair stuff kind of floating around. A lot of crafty stuff.
String, glue, duct tape.
Like I
Holy
said.
trinity of house repair.
Marianne loved having something to fix.
I love fixing things.
I love fixing things too. Header installs, swapping cams.
Those are car things, right?
No, those are hot rod things.
Ah, big
Oh.
difference.
Keep up the car talk and you'll fit right in around here.
Okay.
What was she hoping to do with all these jars?
She used to barter for our clothes with homemade jam.
She tried everything to make ends meet.
Well, not everything.
Okay.
We should take down the creepy masks if we don't want to scare the buyers away.
Oh, so now you don't want to scare someone with those masks.
Hey, I just put on the mask and pretended to be a warrior. You were the one who got freaked out by it.
Right.
Not that she ever let me wear him very long.
Okay.
This bathroom still smells like Marianne.
Good scrub and we'll be rid of that too.
He's like Tyler is slightly more like nostalgic than Allie.
Not a total disaster, Ronan. What are we gonna do with all her jewelry?
Well, I'm certainly not gonna wear it.
Donation pile it is, then. Wow. I forgot all about her weird concoctions.
And how she was always testing them on us. Like we were lab rats.
Okay.
Handmade soap. Still here after 10 years. Impressive.
You could say that about the entire house.
Sold jam
Tried
to make
bury
ends
this
meet.
dress in the backyard, but Marianne caught me.
Pretty dress.
Yeah, well, we both know pretty was never my thing. We were so competitive about who measured taller. Like, we actually had anything to do with it.
And after all that, it ended in a tie.
Yeah, none of that crazy stretching I did made any difference.
Love that. Love that. Okay. What do we got? What's in here?
Marianne's room.
Let's not go in
yeah,
there until
leave
we
that.
absolutely have to.
How you feeling about being back?
I thought I knew what to expect, but everything keeps catching me by surprise. My nerves are completely raw.
I get
Is
it.
she like following me technically?
You
No.
okay?
Too much to process.
It's a lot to process. I'll get there, but I'm not there yet. Just glad we're together.
Me too.
I went over what I thought it would feel like to walk through that door. I was wrong.
I know exactly what you mean.
Okay, okay. Maybe we head upstairs? The art and the, like, artfulness of the house is quite impressive, just actually. Ooh.
Yo, what are you doing down there?
What do you think I'm doing? Trying to figure out if anything in Marianne's mess is worth keeping.
Any progress?
Not really. What about you? What are you doing up there?
Just plotting world domination.
Ah, that's a big responsibility. Not sure if you can hack it, Ronan.
Oh, ye of little faith.
I guess it is about time to check our bedroom.
Cute.
I'll be up in a second.
Okay, okay. Getting the lay of the land a little bit. Trial of two swords. Two sword style. Amateurs. Have you tried holding one in your mouth? Alright, let's do this.
Now this feels like home.
This is a mess, dude. It's a beautiful mess, but it is a mess.
So much for my dream of being a hockey star.
Marianne thought sports were too aggressive, too competitive, and too group-thinking.
How did you convince me to let you put this up?
It was my favorite movie. Back then.
Still a movie buff.
You know, if there's one thing you gotta give Marianne, it's that she let us explore our artistic side.
You should have seen Eddie's face when I tried to repaint his car.
Yeah, I bet Uncle Eddie didn't appreciate your artistic touch.
I'd rather you called him Chief Brown if you're gonna be an ass about it.
Oof. A box. Oh.
Look what I found.
What?
Only our greatest creation, the Book of Goblins.
Seriously?
Oh, yeah.
It was in that chest the whole...
All these stories.
I had ideas for so many more.
Marianne wrote a lot of them.
Yeah. It's one of the only times I remember her being at peace.
That is a lot of, go to the index. What are these numbers associated with? You know, we may revisit some of these as we kind of go through here. Looks like there's a whole bunch of Moose teaches the goblins. The Mad Hunter gets his hand back. No, is this the only one that references? No, there's two that reference the Mad Hunter, it looks like. Goblins trick the Mad Hunter. We'll read these two Mad Hunter ones for right now, and then we'll maybe come back through and read some of the other ones for later. Here we go. Look, get a little sip in first. Hold on. We're kind of disappearing today. Once upon a time, in a castle just beyond the ancient and deep forest, the Mad Hunter was punished by the Gold Lady for failing to return with the wise princess. For your failure, said the Gold Lady, I will take your left hand. You will return to the ancient and deep forest and hunt the wise princess. And if you can bring her back, I will return your hand to you. Fail again, and I will take your right hand. The Mad Hunter could hunt with just his right hand. But if he lost both hands, he would never be able to hunt again. It would no longer be a mad hunter, only a madman. So the Mad Hunter returned to the ancient and deep forest, searching with his piercing eye for the wise princess. The crafty goblins were out searching for mischief when they saw the Mad Hunter on the prowl. We cannot let him find the princess, said the goblins, and so they devised a plan. It was wash day, and the princess had hung her beautiful gown to dry. They stole it from the line and stuffed it full of straw, and then returned to where the Mad Hunter was scouring the paths of the forest. As the Mad Hunter turned down a path that would have led him to the big wooden house, the goblins danced the straw princess in and out of view in the opposite direction. The ruse worked. The hunter fixed the piercing eye on them and followed through the day and into the night. They led him away from the true princess. As night fell, the crafty goblins realized, oh crap.
What is it?
No!
Looking for something in particular?
My diary.
You never told me about it.
I hit the wrong
Yeah.
button.
With the
I'm
way
so
Marianne
sorry.
was, I tried extra hard to keep it a secret. Marianne. Yeah, that day she found out about it.
Oh, well, we have a memory here.
Mom? Mom! Mom, where is it? What did you do with it?
What now?
I can't find my diary. I know you stole it. Give it back.
Sweetie, whatever I do, it's just for your benefit.
You read it, didn't you? You had no right to do that.
I have the right to do whatever I need to protect my little girl.
I'm not your girl. I hate you.
You will always be my little girl. And no matter how hard you fight me, I'll fight twice as hard to keep you safe.
Yikes.
don't know how I never saw it coming. She told me right to my face. She was willing to hurt me, to keep me from transitioning.
Tyler, there is no way you could have known she'd go that far.
I want my diary back. Her room was the only place I didn't look.
Okay, but do you need to get it, like, now?
That diary was important to me, Allison. Writing down my thoughts helped me realize who I am.
Well, then let's go find it.
I think that we can probably leave
her
the
room is
last
still
of that
locked?
story,
It always was.
at least for now.
I'm not looking forward to going in there.
I know, but we'll have to eventually, and I need it back.
Whenever we asked for a TV, she'd just bring home a big stack of books.
I think she did us a favor with that one.
You may not agree when we start digging into the HBO back catalog.
We'll see. Wow. Some of our old toys give me the creeps.
Yeah, that's a little bit of a... I get it, it's a dragon.
Tyler, do you copy? If we don't move fast, this whole thing is going to melt. Do you copy?
Shh, copy, Allison. Gonna get this thing moving soon. Don't want the Mad Hunter to catch us. Over.
The Mad Hunter. Ugh, he still gives me the creeps. I wish I could forget about him.
Hey, the postcard we sent ourselves from Juno.
Forever alone.
What?
We barely had any friends. We even had to be our own pen pals.
Hello, Allison and Ollie. We're writing from the past. What's it like in the future? Anyway, Juno is super cool. We took the tramway all the way up. Ollie was scared. Liar. We got some books, but Mommy went to the restaurant at night and forgot them. It was cool. There were lots of whales on the ferry. No, there wasn't. They were in the water, stupid. Anyway, here's a postcard to remind you how awesome we are, especially me, A and O. Very, very cute. Cute ass room, dude. One more memory here. We'll probably call the episode there.
Finally caught the hag. His furious voice could be heard throughout the forest. For your wickedness, you will be eternally bound to the lake. What? No way. Quiet, let me finish. You will no longer be allowed to leave. Not even under a full moon. The moon hag was imprisoned in the lake, and she never again tried to escape. And then the title. What do you think? Not bad, right?
I guess that's okay. But I would have changed the end.
What? No way!
Ice King. I totally forgot about him.
That's because it was dangerous to mention his name. He was too powerful.
Very cute. Very cute little collected story things. We can finish this now, I think. So, Mad Hunter turned down the path that would have led him to the big wooden house. They started dancing around. The hunter fixed his piercing eye on them and followed. Through the day and into the night, they led him away from the true princess. As night fell, the crafty goblins realized the error in their plan. The Mad Hunter was now hunting them. If he caught them, he would not be kind. So they put their heads together to come up with a plan. It did not take them long to realize where they should go. They led the Mad Hunter to the edge of the deep and icy lake. He then came into view. When he came into the view, they weighed the fake princess down with stones and dropped her into the frigid water. Careful not to plunge into the depths themselves, lest the moon hag take her revenge on them. The Mad Hunter removed his clothing and dove in after the fake princess. He followed the shape of the sinking princess deep into the chilly water, down below where the ice covered the lake's surface. Finally, he caught her, but when he spun her towards him, he realized that she had no head and that her body was stuffed with straw. And then he felt a slippery fin brush his shoulder as the moon hag loomed overhead. The next morning, the princess went to retrieve her gown from the clothing line and found that it was gone. She immediately suspected the goblins of mischief and called, "Goblins, did you take my gown?" The goblins emerged from their cave and nodded sadly. "Now what will I wear?" asked the princess. She's sad and angry that she had lost her only dress. Let us explain, said the goblins. So they told the princess a story of the Mad Hunter, and they produced his clothing, which was a bit large for the princess, but much warmer than her beautiful gown. She immediately forgave them. Thank you, my friends, she said, for rescuing me and for this clothing, which will keep me much warmer in the winter than my beautiful gown. The Mad Hunter was forced to remain below the lake with the Moon Hag, but she did not kill him, because even reduced to just one hand, he was too useful a servant. Lo, he plotted the day that he would emerge, to once again hunt the wise princess and earn back his left hand. And that's the story of how the crafty goblins rescued the wise princess from the Mad Hunter. That's going to be it for today's episode. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe. Do the YouTube thing. It's what YouTube's here to do. I'm excited for some more of this game. We're going to be back with some more of it here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 10:45. We'll see you then. Peace.